I don't know. I may just let this go and then till the water starts to cool. And then if need be, I may add more black dye and come back and heat this water back up again in this pot. But I do want to keep it moving. I'm not really keeping track of the time. I did a video on dyeing some handles, some scales. I think it was and I'm not sure what the material on the Ozark Trails pocket knives were, but I did a video on specific times and all that, and it come out just fine. But to be honest with you, you just keep lifting them out and looking at them, and when they get as dark as you want, then you're probably where you want to be. So basically, why you're getting the heat is opening the pores on the material that you're in there dyeing, so that the dye can get up in those pores and soak in. Then you'll let these scales dry, and they will dry, and this pores will shrink back up, locking the dye in place. And so you'll get penetration on whatever material that you're actually dyeing, because it's getting up inside that material on a microscopic level through the pores. Now on the inside, that just seems to be running off. Don't seem to be dyeing much on the inside. The outside of the scales do seem to be taking some dye. But it don't seem to be taking it as good as I want it to. So before it gets too cool, I'm going to add more dye just because I can. I don't know how many drops or how many capfuls it's been because I'm not paying attention. But you can. You can count and see what it was. One, two, three, four, five. So five in addition to what I already put in. And I'm going to put another cap full of green. We're going to stir it. I don't know if you can hear the thunder outside, but March 7th, thunderstorms. That picked up. Okay. Oh yeah, it seems like it's taking a lot more of the dye. So we're going to let that set in there for a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this video now so that you don't have to wait with all this with me. The water's still really hot. Probably just going to let it soak in there till the water actually cools down. I don't know how long that's going to take, but that's where I'm probably just going to let it soak into the scales. And I may take and turn my scales upside down in there as well, because I believe if I'm looking at it, it's really dark on bottom and lighter on top. So I don't know if somehow the dye is maybe settling or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just going to leave it like this for right now, and we're going to let it set. Okay, so we have had a lot going on since I left. Maybe you notice all of this black right here. And the mat might look a little darker. That looks a little different too. So do my fingers. My fingers look a little darker. Well, we had an accident. And we ended up with all of, and I don't know if it even, they're getting pretty dark. I think they look darker on the video than they actually are. But anyway, we backed up and we punted. We did something different. So with G10, I did some research, and you really need to use the synthetic dye, which is dye more. And I have some. And so I kind of did a search to see what do I need to combine to get a dark, earthy color potentially into the black. And the EntryNet, which is, knows everything. It's always right. So the EntryNet said that I should use blue, a lot of brown, some red, and some tiny bit of green. And so it did. And so here we is. And it's not, I mean, it's still, it's still kind of warm. It's still got some warmth to it. But it's really a dark, maybe a reddish, you can see that's kind of a brown color. So I don't know what to call it, to be honest with you. But I'm hoping I end up with something like the color, the crew carta, where you have the crew wear, micarta, kind of a brownish looking micarta. And I'm hoping maybe I'll come up with that kind of color. That's my hope anyway. So let's get this out, and we will drop that scale there. And on that one, let's go ahead and pull this over, and we'll get that scale on there. And so I'm just going to let these basically dry where they're setting, potentially dry to the touch. I don't know. I don't really want to daub it off. I want to just let it sit there and do its thing. And then what I'll probably wind up doing is getting in there and just rinsing them in case there's any excess dye that may or may not be left on the scales. Because I really like that color. I think that's a good dark color. And when it dries, I think it'll be like a tan kind of, I don't really know. I don't know. I think it'll be a good tan, brownish looking color. So We have it open. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to dodge back away from you again for a second, and hopefully I don't come back with brown hands. And see if I can put this in a jar, jug, or something to contain it for now. And we'll see what we end up with when we dry these off. So we'll be right back. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.